Vincent, who lives in this wonderful place, Marbella. I have been as well, and I am very jealous. It is a wonderful place to live. He has been a Toastmaster for 2013 and currently a president of Excalibur Speakers in the UK. And his evaluator is Sandra Savage. Please, Sandra, you're on.
Thank you, Judith. Today, no doubt, Vincent is going to entertain us. And his title of the speech is Three Monarchs Are About to Remarry. Now, putting that together with what his project is, which is public relations plan for persuasive influence, is going to be an interesting marriage, to be sure. So back to you, Judith, and to Vincent.
Thank you so much. I think it's a wonderful idea. We're certainly having problems with the monarchs, butterflies disappearing. So I guess remarrying, and hopefully they are producing more butterflies, I guess, as a result. We'll find out. Okay, Vincent, the stage is yours.
Most of you are probably parents. You've had children, adolescent children, and sometimes these children do things they shouldn't do. Don't you agree? And how do we influence our adolescent children when they do something wrong? And that made me think. Now we have a group of friends here. They're all ex-Toastmasters, and we have a club which is called the Wine Masters of Marbella. And there we sit down Sundays and have lunch and lots of drinks. We could consider ourselves a drinking club with a speech problem, and we face problems of the world. We came up with this problem of adolescenthood. And adolescenthood, ladies and gentlemen, is the Americas. We, us 250 years ago, let go the United States, Latin America, Central America, Canada, and I think we have now seen this was certainly a wrong decision. We are, as we read in European newspapers, we are close to civil war in America, in the United States of America. In Mexico, people are killed left, right, and center because they're either dealing drugs or they're buying drugs or they're just reporting on people buying or dealing drugs. This just cannot go on. So just as much as a parent of an adolescent child, in history, we need, as Europeans, to take control. Now, whether you like it or not, it is the responsibility of a parent to do so. So in our club, the Marbella Wine Masters, we took this up. And so the first port of call, obviously, was the King of Spain, Philip VI, following in line of Philip II, who was ruling a continent, a universe where the sun never set. And I think we convinced him, said, listen, Philip VI, we need to change things. We need to take control again of the Americas. And he said, yes, by all means. I mean, we have plenty of problems in Spain already. So we need to sort of diversify and to create a unified world. And he said, I'm on it. So the next point of call, this is why I went to spend the months of July in Holland to liaise with the royal family in Holland, and onwards I went to the UK to talk to the Queen of England, and they're all agreed it's time to take control. So as a public manager, as a person to create new ideas, to open minds, I first told the King of Holland that he would be willing to marry his daughter to the current Prime Minister of Canada. So we would have one problem solved. And the nice thing about it is, in royal tradition, when you marry, a royal marries somebody else's daughter, they get the territories included in the marriage package. Now, the second point of call, the Queen of England, as you know, Elizabeth, very prestigious, well known throughout the world, coherent, and she just we lost her husband, she's widowed. But obviously, there is the President of the United States, Joe Biden, who, although he is married currently, I think he agreed he would marry Queen Elizabeth. He would be Prince Consort to be able to return the United States back to British, I wouldn't say occupation. I wouldn't even use the word of dominance. I would use the word of influence, of protecting a country on the verge of civil war. So there we have, the United States is done. We have Spain is going to look after the Latin Americas. Our king is willing to divorce his current wife and marry Maria Dominguez, the president of Mexico. So we get the Mexico and Latin America back. And fortunately, who was the most difficult man to deal with, the King of Holland. He said he wasn't happy just to have Canada. He wanted to have more. Obviously, the Dutch always want to have their conquest at their heart, and they wanted to have more. So therefore, they decided, we said, good, you can have New York used to be New Amsterdam, and you know, Harlem is not just a part of New York City, it is also a suburb of Amsterdam. So we said, how about if you just take not just Canada, but you can have all the northeast of the United States as part of your territory? And he said, yes, I mean, for that. So we will have, in summer, we have a triple celebration of 3 different marriages. The Queen of England is going to marry Joe Biden. Our Spanish King, Philip VI, is going to follow the lead of his forefathers and marry our beloved President of Mexico. And there's the daughter of the Dutch King marrying our beloved President, Prime Minister of Canada. So everything is solved. We will have the European continent connected to the Americas again. We will have no more thoughts about civil war. We will all adore our beautiful kings. We will be basically a continent with 3 kings. Couldn't we have it any better? And we will avoid all these wars of drug dealings and this, that, and all the problems which we have in Europe will be solved, because obviously our attention will be drawn by our new conquests of the Americans.
Coming to the lectern, Sandra Savage, who will give us her evaluation of Vincent's presentation. Sandra?
Thank you. As you can imagine, I've been writing furiously because I have such great material here. Beginning with a great and quizzical title, the monarchs are remarrying. However, Vincent, I think you should call it unification through conscription. Anyways, I can see how your special group of drinkers with a speaking problem could have fun with a topic like this. And you are able to summarize the world's problems like a typical parent and just get down to the matter. However, I would suggest some concrete talking points, just like a press secretary would receive from President Biden before he makes his grand announcement. Oh, by the way, you didn't talk about how the Pope is going to have to get involved in all these divorces and annulments. But as a speech that talks about PR strategy, you could have been playing 2 sides, a humorous side with all your proposals, and then a pretend serious side with your tweets and your lines for your late night talk shows, and good luck getting Fox, CNN, and BBC on the same page. I also felt that it was, what was our word of the day? An opposite topic for your drinking group. But you didn't give me a homework assignment, Vincent. What am I to do with all of this now? You've given me all these crazy wackadoodle ideas. But what now? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to write a commentary? Am I supposed to be open to getting rid of Jill Biden, who I love dearly? You know, you got to give me some action to perform on. But I'd like to see this speech again with a little bit more play between serious and funny, because I think you've got a great foundation here. So as you can see, I wrote like crazy. You gave me so much material. Thank you, Vincent. Very entertaining. Back to you, Madam Evaluator.
Thank you, Sandra.